Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very, very special stream. Let's start off by saying thank you to Iracing for giving me access to this in the first place. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Massive thank you to Iracing for giving me access to this in the first place. But welcome to a stream where we get exclusive access to basically all the new stuff that is happening on Iracing. So this is the brand new build. We've got early access. We've got 2 hours to play around with it, mess around, see what we can find, test out all the new things, and fingers crossed, it'll be half decent. So yes, I'm going to be exploring this stuff the first time, just like you boys and girls. So you're going to be seeing my live reaction to everything here. First thing we're going to do straight away, I think, because it is the new car for this season, is we're going to have a look at the Ferrari 296 challenge. Not like the GT3, so straight away, you can tell it is quite a bit different in terms of the looks. So it is a little bit different. It is not your usual Ferrari. It looks a little bit different. And I believe this has 700 horsepower. Shall we do a little sound test for the Ferrari, shall we? So you notice it's got a new dash. So it's got a completely different dash to the 296 GT3. Sounds very Ferrari-like, to be honest with you. I think it sounds a lot better externally, like TV cam and chase cam. Sounds better to me than the GT3. We'll go out now. Just immediately, you see that acceleration coming? I know it sounds strange. The acceleration coming out the pit box there. And then just watch the speed. Look at this. Look at that speed. That's 700 horsepower right there. 230, 240, 250, 260, 270. I got about 275 there, but you saw just the acceleration in like second and third and fourth is brutal. I'm really liking the noises when you come off the throttle as well. Very, very, very nice. This already sounds so much fruitier and sounds like it's got, that sounded too cringe, sounds like it's got way more soul than the GT3. I feel like the GT3 engine-wise is really kind of almost restricted in a weird way. Look at the speed of this thing, mate. Normally you can do that flat in a GT3. You've got no chance. You've got no chance, mate. Look how quickly I'm getting to 200 kph, mate. Look at that. Yeah, I got just short of 280. Now, I can't remember. Some of you will know what kind of lap time you can get in a GT3 here. Well, I say lap time, I mean like top end. Down the Kemmel Straight. What kind of speed you get to before you have to brake in a GT3. But I cannot see how a GT3 gets anywhere near that. In fact, this is going to be a D-licensed car, by the way. It's quite hilarious. You're going to have rookies going from MX-5s to 700 horsepower Ferrari GT challenges. I'm a big fan of this. This is like a... This feels like a really well put together kind of track car. You know what I mean? But I wonder just how quick we could get this thing in a straight. Well, I'm kind of tempted to go to Lemons and just see what kind of top end we can get in this thing. Oh, one thing to add, by the way, I don't think I've said. So important thing to note. You know when you go on like entries and it almost says like what region you are. Do you know what I mean? Like it kind of says what region you are. As of next season, that no longer exists. Instead, when you load up the UI for the first time, you get to pick a flag, a country that you represent. And that flag is then used instead. We would have, so if I was, for me, for example, I would have a UK flag. So I'm representing the UK flag instead. So for me personally, already, I think that's already immediately better. Very much, it's much more precise. So yeah, a nice update if you ask me. You know what, that acceleration is crazy. What's it like over the curves? Mate, absolutely swallows the curbs there. They may as well not exist. It just went, yes. What's this yellow thing? What's this yellow pixel? Right, anyways, any guesses? I'm going to go for 318. I hope you've got 7th gear. Oh, yes. 290. I think I've undersold myself here a little bit. 300.
No, you don't want to come alone, but I also don't think you want to come with 20 of your friends. It gets very chaotic.
Right there, thank you. 310. No toe, remember. 315. 316. Oh, my 380 might be pretty spot on here. I'll go in the middle. Oh, hello. Yep. I think I got 321 there. So yeah, but 320 kph. This thing is absolutely lightning. Absolutely lightning. So yeah, that is quite something. We've got new racetrack, haven't we, called The Bend. Now, if you have a look at it, I didn't realise how this track looks massive. 7 layouts. Look at that! Look how big that looks. Look how big that track is. Look at the size of her. It's 7.77 kilometers. My God. Right, also, there's another thing as well, right? You know when you get the flag for debris? It's now going to arrive a bit earlier. Because at the moment, it appears on your screen and it's there. You've got like a second or two to react to the fact that there's then debris in front of you. It arrives earlier now, so you're going to get the flag considerably earlier than what you do now. So, again, a good thing. Another thing, sorry, I'm going for... There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. You know the whole connectivity issue thing, and this is quite big. And it's not been talked about at all. Say you're in an endurance race, right, and your teammates having connectivity issues. Whilst they're in the car, I believe now you'll have the option to kick them out. Teammates who can drive for their team are now able to remove the current driver from the vehicle if he or she's currently serving a connectivity black flag. I don't know in what situation that will come handy. I'll be honest. I don't know. The option's there if you need it, I suppose. It's there if you need it. It's there if you need it. All right, okay. This thing is so quick, mate. This thing is so fast. All right, so T1 then. Bit of a nasty sausage. Look at the lighting as well. Looks really good. it's a very open circuit. I don't really know where I'm going here, so you'll have to bear with me. Oh, would not recommend. Yeah, this is, mate, this is massive. Look how big this is. I feel like all I've been doing is driving away from the start line. Yeah, this is huge. Oh, like a banking. The downshifts in this are really nice. That little pop in the exhaust is really nice. Very twisty sections here. This might take a while to memorize this place. .100-meter board. Glad that's there. That could have been dangerous otherwise. 24 hours of the bend when I thought, oh my god, I thought I was heading for the start line. I'm not. I've still got more track. I'm still going. Surely I'm headed to it now. Is it the third longest track in iRacing? Nope. Hi, come on, mate. What is it? No, I'm still not. Oh my god. I'll be... Brother! Yay! We're back! How? Oh god, this is going to take a while to learn this track, guys. I can't lie. You might have to spend some time here, chat. I definitely recommend getting a track map. I'll tell you what. You could definitely do some endurance racing here. It is plenty big enough, that's for sure. And it's plenty wide enough as well, actually. It's definitely wide enough. Lots of overtaking opportunities. You shouldn't really get stuck too much. 35 corners. Wow. 30. Good for SR. This Ferrari, by the way. I know it's got 700 horsepower. But the tyres and the ABS and the TC, this is very easy to drive. You know what? Fair play, Australia. I think you've got an absolute cork of a racetrack, and I had no idea. I had zero idea it even existed until it was brought to iRacing. I had no idea. Right. So I know what a lot of you want to see. So. Shall we try GT3s? All right, so the pressures, 1.58. Tyre temperatures, interestingly to know, is 36 degrees all round. So if you actually watch the James Baldwin video, like he says, it's 36 degrees all around. So the tyres are... stone cold. Let's have a little... There you go. It's still relatively easy to control. You just I think just don't drive it like an arse, and I think you're okay. Might be because it's the fixed setup, but immediately it feels like there's a lot of bite there. The rotation on the Audi felt really good. I mean, it felt good in the 24, but... Lots of understeer there. Yeah, I think there's definitely more of a warm-up phase. I've almost completed the GP circuit here, and I still don't even have the starting temps that you get with the current tyre model. There you go. Temps are getting there. So we got new aerodynamics. I think GT3s have been updated with the aero as well. So I'm kind of eager to see. Might take a while, but when I get to the Dotty, it's a Nurburgring combined setup, so it's going to have free wing, and I've been running with that all week, Nurb 24. I wonder if it's going to be quick of a straight line. 3 minutes in the car now, if not more, and still not at their optimal. Might have a new, to be fair, this new tyre model, they might have like a new optimal kind of temperature. It's normally around like the 1.75 psi or higher, and then around 80 degrees is when the old tyres were at their best, I think. That's when you'll be able to set your best laps. Golden GT3, yeah, we'll see. We've been here before, mate. We've been here before. All right. Let's see what we can get here then, top end wise. That's quicker. That's definitely quicker. Can't believe I'm lapping the Nurburgring combined again. Why am I here? Feels like for me straight away, like I feel like it responds very quickly on turning. Like it feels very. It could just be Audi things, but if you see that, it feels very pointy. Right, let's be. I'll complete a lap here, just see what it's like. But it's taken a full lap. James is right. It's taken what, 8.5, 9 minutes, and only now the tyres are kind of mid-80s, and the tyre pressure's where I think on the old tyre model where you'd want them to be for a quali run. I don't know what an optimal temp is. Like I don't know what optimal temp is in this new GT3 tyre model. Like I said, the old one, I feel like it's kind of high 70s to 80. Felt like the old, like that's when the tyres were the best. And kind of these tyre pressures now. But now my fronts are at 90 and 89. So now I feel like they may have gone past that window. Or it could be the fact that they, like James said, they will last for a normal track. It'll be good for 4 or 5 laps. But I don't think you're going to feel. I don't. First of all, I don't think you're going to feel immediate. GT3s are not transformed as such. I still feel like breaker points are going to be the same. Turn-ins and stuff like that. So I did 2 laps. I did 2 laps of the Nurburgring with no spins or anything. And the worst was 94%. I did that with a few burnouts and a few slides. 95%. And I didn't even do like the GP circuit. So definitely, yeah. I think what you might find with the new tyre model is when you do these kind of sprints or endurance races, I feel like sometimes you kind of just get like a peak straight away. Like lap 3 or 4 of the race is purple, and then it doesn't get any better until at the end. I feel like if we're doing endurance racing, I feel like all that's going to happen is I feel like at the moment the car's just going to get maybe better and better and better. I don't know where the peak is when it starts to drop off, but I feel like maybe for like the first 5-10 laps, it's just going to get better and better. But you definitely feel the difference. It's definitely different. We also need to test. There's a lot to go through. Sorry. It's one of those things. Basically, they have updated the rain in terms of how it looks and kind of like spray levels and reflections. Now, I haven't tested it like this is my first time going through it, but that has been updated. So I don't know how much a difference it's going to make in terms of like spray behind. I believe in the notes, it does say somewhere the level of spray has been reduced. A very damp track. Let's just quickly give this a go because I want to see the rain has been changed slightly in terms of the way it appears and the spray at the back of the car. Let's see how quickly it takes for the spray to appear. Wood's been coming out there. There's the spray straight away. I think it's my camera, if to be fair. Alright, well, through Eau Rouge there, I feel like there's... Yeah, look at that. The track definitely looks different. You seeing that? No, I feel like normally this would just be... It's like... It's almost like there's always like like showing you like several different dry lines. I don't know. No, the spray looks different. Yeah, well, it has been...
Officials will notify the teams when they can come.
I believe the spray has been adjusted and reduced to what it was. That is... From my mirror FOV, that spray has significantly reduced. I think at low speed anyways. That at low speed is significantly better. For me anyways, that looks like it's a much bigger discrepancy at higher speeds and lower speeds than what they used to be. Yeah, look at that. I swear to you, like even at these speeds, you just have like a trail at the back of your car. Let's have a look. That I feel like immediately, even just first look there, that is a lot better. Let's have a look. And once you get up to speed. That is... I can't quite explain it. That definitely looks different. You have to see the difference in the track there. See that difference there as well. For me, personally, I remember like that. You see the amount of spray there. I feel like that's the kind of spray you would always get. I'm going to have a look at heavy wet, I think, now. Big boy puddles already. I feel like the reflections on the puddles on Iracing are absolutely beautiful anyways. Look at that looks... That looks bloody gorgeous, by the way. I don't know how well that comes across on stream. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Mate, look at the reflections in the mirror. Our track. The reflections with the lighting model and stuff. This is gorgeous. This is really stunning, this. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. This tyre feels a lot more responsive in the rain, by the way. Plenty of display, Alistair. I think you just got to get up to speed. And the fact is, because I'm the only car out here as well, I think in a group of cars. Visually, this is stunning, by the way. I mean, I thought the rain looked stunning before, but this is really good. Yeah, I feel like straight away it's going to be a lot less obvious where the line is. For me, personally. And even though this is moderately wet, it could just be the new tyres, but this doesn't feel anywhere near as intimidating. I don't feel like the TC or ABS is really kicked in at all in this. I know we take the mick for iRacing graphics and stuff. I don't even know how it can work, but how can you make the rain look this good? Like visually with the puddles and the reflections and stuff. I don't know how they've done it. Interesting. Okay, I'll see if I can quickly do a race with the AI, shall I? We'll do 30 cars. A new adaptive AI, by the way. We'll just start... Should we start the back? We'll start the back. I feel like straight away, by the way, this is better. I feel like on the current build, rolling start here with these cars at these speeds, I feel like I'd be getting battered with rain a little bit here. So this is with I think the new iRacing adaptive AI. So I believe the way this works, oh, hello, it adapts to how quick you are racing. So the quicker I go, the quicker the AI will, basically the AI will pick up their pace. But yeah, you still got massive to spray, as you should.
Slow car ahead. Slow car ahead.
I feel like the traction is really greatly improved. But when you get to the speed like stuff like this, is there a lot like a? Is it just me, or is it like you see the lines? You see the lines like that are appearing for where people are going through? Is that way more visible? But again, look, at low speeds and stuff, you find it's only when you start to really pick up speed that it gets quite bad.
Keep to the left.
But you know, as it should, as it should. This is a big step up, I think. These GT3s, I think, immediately, by the way, again, could just be me. But my first thoughts of how I feel about it, I feel straight away driving in the wet on these new tyres is, I feel, going to be a lot easier. I think the biggest surprise to me is how pretty it looks, the reflections. And I think people that drive, I think the driving in the wet is going to feel, for me personally, it feels quite a bit different in terms of, I don't feel like I'm fighting the car anywhere near as much as what I have been. My first thoughts are, this is a way easier, and I think you're going to be, quicker. Been a long weekend, by the way. 24 hours of Nurburgring, and then just 6 hours later, 5 hours later, we're testing on this stuff for 2 hours. Right. Sorry I didn't cover everything. There's just a lot to cover. There will be notes out soon about what exactly everything is. There's a lot of good things coming. Hope you enjoyed it anyways. And yeah, we'll catch you for the next one. Thanks for support as always, guys. See you later. And yeah, fingers crossed I've answered some questions anyways. All right. Have a good one. Ta-da.